kind of woman now? You defend men. Hey, the queen of not all men association. I won't be your friend though. Any small thing where I talk now, you don't dey defend men. They bring up statistics of men when they go through domestic violence. Waiting concern that one now. You can't they bring that one up. I mean, who send you message?
I actually used to be a follower of this creator before until she turned into a man-hating feminist. Honestly speaking, I think along the line, we've all lost the true definition of what feminism is. Feminism at its core was never built on hate. It was originally created to fight for equality, safety, and respect, not revenge, bitterness, and gender warfare. Social media today has twisted the movement. What was once about justice and liberation is now being used to push harmful narratives that mirror the same toxicity it was meant to challenge. True feminism does not require hate. It doesn't demand the destruction to uplift women. This very version of feminism isn't helping women to heal. It's encouraging them to stay angry. Real empowerment teaches other women to rise without having to tear others down. Because hate is not a solution, and it is definitely not liberation. If saying all of this makes me a pick-me in today's twisted definition, so be it. Truth doesn't need popularity. It just needs courage. Just thinking out loud though.
The way I talk now, you don't dey defend men. They bring up statistics of men when they go through domestic violence. Waiting concern that one now. Why you can't they bring that one up? I mean, who send you message?
I actually used to be a follower of this creator before until she turned into a man-hating feminist. Honestly speaking, I think along the line, we've all lost the true definition of what feminism is. Feminism.
Hey darling, speaking about the definition of feminism, I think you're the one who is uneducated because there are about 8 different types of feminism. What I am though is a radical feminist. What you're saying is man hating. She's hating on men. That's radical feminism. The reason why I come across as abrupt and harsh is because I feel as though, or the feminism that I've chosen to identify with believes that patriarchy, which is male dominance in any sector, from political to religious, are the cause of women's issues, women's struggles, and women's problems. That is exactly the kind of feminism I believe in, okay? So when I'm speaking on women's issues, you don't expect me to listen to somebody who is trying to speak to me about men's problems, because I genuinely believe that men in every form, from rich to poor, can exercise any kind of misogyny in any level over women. Does that make sense? Therefore, I believe that women are at a disadvantage because the patriarchy is here, alive, and breathing and well. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope it does. So what you see as man-hating is just me practicing my radical feminism, believing that the patriarchy, which is male dominance, has done nothing but affected and brutalized women. Therefore, I seek to change that structure in any way that I can. So I don't hate men, I hate the patriarchy. Well, I do hate men if you put it like that. But I hate the patriarchy, and I hate that it has bred misogyny, which has affected nobody else but women. That's why when I'm speaking about women's issues, talking about child brides in different parts of the world, talking about female genital mutilation, talking about cultures and traditions that feed misogyny, and you come to tell me about what men are going through, you don't expect me to stop what I'm saying to listen to you, because my feminism doesn't allow that. I don't care what men go through. You understand? They go through stuff, and I can see that. I just can't validate it enough to care. You understand? I am pro-woman. So I am for a woman, from a woman, by a woman. I hope that makes a little bit of sense to you. So I am a radical feminist. What you call man-hating is simply radical feminism. I believe that men must be challenged in any form and in every form, by any means possible. Okay? So any man in power must be challenged. Right, that's what I believe in. I'm a radical feminist. It doesn't mean that you can be any kind of feminist you want to be. You can be a liberal, a social, a Marxist. You can be an intersectional feminist. You can be anything at all. You can be a mix of any kind of feminism. Even you can identify with different types of feminism. I identify with radical feminism and black feminism. So you see that I don't hate men. I just have a different allegiance, and that's okay. But I'm making this video so that you can have a more educated take when you speak about me, because maybe you might definitely speak about me again. I saw that in your comment section you said, oh, well, there are some men that definitely care about women. I see some men every day who show up for women. They should show up for women. That's exactly what feminism wants. If men want to interact with women anyway, they must be respectful, must be kind, must be decent, must be loving, must be, I don't just not stupid. So I hope that with these few points of mine, I've been able to not confuse you, but educate you that I'm a radical feminist. What can I say? But yeah.
I feel like feminists who are just, oh, well, let's be nice, pull down actual feminists like her and tone police them on how they should navigate themselves. And the thing is, tone policing them, telling them, oh, well, not all men have these evil thoughts towards you, not all men are capable of harm, not all men. Thing is, I don't think that a woman like her cares that it's not all men. I mean, she's not dumb to that extent to not know that, to understand. But the thing is, that's what bores me about feminism in itself, because you're gonna tone police others on how to navigate their own feelings. And when what we see about men is that even if a man can go through the worst, like it could be like a horrible person, they will come for that man. They will like hold hands and be like, oh, yo, bro, I understand. And it's the same thing with women. I may not associate with no with women at times that they bore me, especially their type of feminism. And some women, even feminism, among feminism, they don't even want to address certain topics or certain things because they are aware. They are aware. They are aware. So they want to access men and still be part of feminism and call it equality. Oh my goodness. I would just prefer people, especially if you become cultural or religion and then you're a feminist, you contradict yourself, you get too confused. And I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? That's why I'm like, it's either you want to be with a man or not. Because men in itself, I'm speaking from the lenses of a woman, by the way. I'm not sure if they really want this feminism as much as we want it. And the problem started when we started speaking on men issues. We should have just let men solve their own problems. I really don't want to solve the issues of men. Men should solve their own problems. I'm not a man. I don't know what men go through. That's easy.